Bonjour my friends, I'm Frankie and welcome to Club Foodie. During the holidays, some of us like to make special dishes other than the traditional turkey dinner. For an example, beef Wellington, coq au vin, paella, duck à l'orange, crown roast of pork, and many more. There's an American dish that has been popular for almost 150 years, and here's my version of it. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make my Lobster Newberg. This is a classic. This easy recipe is absolutely fabulous, especially on special occasions. With a beautiful creamy sauce served in vol au vent, this is an incredible dish to make for the coming season. So my friends, let's get cooking.
Our first step is to cook the lobsters. So in a large pot of boiling water, we'll add the lobsters, head first. Otherwise, if we put them tail end first, we might get splashed with boiling water. Also, it's the fastest way to kill them. If we have to, we'll use a spoon or a spatula to make sure they are completely submerged. Now, to bring the water to a full boil, we'll cover it. When it does return to a boil, we'll set the timer for 8 minutes. It's not a bad idea to leave the lid ajar so it doesn't boil over. When time is up, we'll take the lobsters out of the water, and to stop the cooking process, we'll plunge them in an ice bath. We'll leave them in for 10 minutes. While the lobsters are cooling off, we'll go back to the stove. In a large skillet over medium heat, we'll add clarified butter. And when it gets hot, we'll add sherry. Stir well and cook until the mixture has reduced by a third, which should take about 2 or 3 minutes. Then we'll simply turn off the heat. Alright, let's take care of the lobsters. We'll cut the rubbers and of course discard them. Then we'll twist the claws off the body and separate the knuckles from them. We'll do the same by twisting the tail off the body, just like this. Next, using a knife, we'll split the tail down the middle. For this recipe, we're cutting the meat in pieces, so that's the best tool to use. But if you need to keep the tail intact, using kitchen shears is the way to go. Now, taking the claw, we'll snap off the small part of it. Sometimes it can be a little stubborn, but we'll get it. Then using the shears, we'll cut along the back side of the claw to get the meat out. When it comes to the tail, we'll simply pull the meat out. This is nice and easy. After we're done extracting the meat, we'll now cut it in bite-sized pieces. Alrighty then, let's make the sauce. In a mixing bowl, we'll add heavy cream and followed by 3 egg yolks. We'll season with some ground sea salt, a little touch of cayenne pepper, and freshly grated nutmeg. Do me a favor, don't use the ground. Use the real thing. Come on, you're making a Lobster Newberg here. So we'll whisk the ingredients vigorously until very well blended. Let's return to the skillet. On medium heat, we'll pour in the egg mixture and stir until it thickens. I know there's a lot of butter, but don't worry, it's all gonna come together nicely. While we're doing that, there will be some steam coming up, which is the moisture evaporating from the cream. And that's what we want, so the sauce can thicken. As you can see, we're almost there. When we slide the spatula through the sauce, it starts to separate. To know if the sauce is thick enough, it will coat the back of the spatula, or run your finger through, and if it's separate, it's ready. Next, we'll add the lobster meat, including any accumulated juices. We'll combine it to the mixture and just heat it through, about 3.5 to 4 minutes. A few minutes later, we'll add fresh chopped chives and stir very well until blended. Then voila, we're done. Now, the way I like to serve it is with vol au vent. It wraps up the dish so beautifully. To get this homemade pastry recipe, click on the top right corner of your screen. And my friends, this is our Lobster Newberg. This scrumptious dish is so elegant to serve. It's very easy to make and the results are incredibly tasty. So bring this 5-star dish to your table during the holidays or for any special occasion. I hope you give it a try soon and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!